everyone! Okay, so last time I checked in on the United Kingdom, taxpayers were paying the BBC to hire a whole team of people to write articles about poop in pidgin English. Or there's always cops running around arresting people for having butter knives while ignoring people on shows called Jihadi Next Door. So to no one's surprise, the UK is once again up to its regular insanity. After the Parsons Green bombing, where a failed bomb on the London Underground managed to injure 30 people, the Prime Minister Theresa May has decided to totally get her priorities in order and, for some reason, step up her anti-internet plan and take on Google, Microsoft, Facebook, and Twitter via the United Nations. That's totally gonna help. I guess while everyone has been criticizing Google for its censorship recently, and with Facebook's obsession with zucking literally everyone, except left-wingers, Miss May was feeling a little left out and decided that she doesn't just want to join in on the censorship, but she wants to one-up every single person in Silicon Valley with even more censorship. Side note, I also really like this meme where it's like, oh, you hate your left-wing government? Just vote for a right-wing one, and it'll totally be different. Jokes, it's just a bunch of liberals LARPing as conservatives, and there's nothing you can do about it. Canada feels your pain, UK. Anyways, so on a roll from the internet is a very bad place and the cause of all terrorism kick that May seemed to discover after the London Bridge attack.
And we need to do everything we can at home to reduce the risks of extremism online.
She decided to double down and completely ignore the UK's wildly out of control immigration system, the rising rates of Islam, the increasing funding ISIS are putting into Europe, and even the number of mosques that are literally linked directly to terror cells, and instead she's just gonna go after free speech online. Her plan? To give Google a month to make sure any extreme content is taken down within 2 hours of posting, as that's the time frame it's shared the most by jihadis, and probably more concerning to her, the May also claims that it's now her goal to be a world leader on challenging companies like Google and Facebook to come up with technology that will allow them to stop content like this from being posted in the first place. That's right, apparently they're working on some sort of Minority Report-ass program for your memes. They're gonna get you before you can even think of that bottom text.
I'm placing you under arrest for future memes.
And when it comes to the counterterrorism aspect of this, it's a great idea in theory. You can way too easily find a copy of the Al-Qaeda magazine Inspire, which, fun fact at the moment, is all about public transport and derailing trains right now. They literally had a step-by-step guide on how to make a do-it-yourself train derailing machine based on the machines used by authorities to prevent collisions recently. But the worst part about this is while some of that pro-terrorism content may be taken down, when Theresa May speaks of going after hate videos, you can bet your bottom dollar she's talking about people like Tommy Robinson and Paul Joseph Watson as well. Both of which are people who are actually talking about the core issue of terrorism in Europe, which is radical Islam and mass unchecked immigration. It doesn't really matter that much if you can stop ISIS material being posted on Facebook or Twitter when you're letting people into Europe without a passport who literally already have ISIS propaganda on their phone. Somehow I don't think they're at risk of being radicalized by Twitter. It's a little too late for that. So while this is somewhat of a useless program as well, it's a major setback for free speech in the UK, which is already suffering from a serious lack of freedom of thought and expression in the first place. And need I remind everyone of the crazy crap Germany is doing to people for posting the wrong ideas on Facebook, like literally busting their doors down. I don't think anyone looks forward to a future where they have their doors busted down for posting Pepe meme. And yes, of course, the big monolithic corporations in Silicon Valley need to be held to account, but not for this. The free speech of patriotic Westerners and ordinary people concerned about their country is already being curtailed. And now the UK is just going to use pretending to act on Islamic terrorism as an excuse to tighten that grip even further. Don't be tricked, this is an excuse used by Western governments to infringe on your freedom for a long time.
We need to work with allied democratic governments to reach international agreements that regulate cyberspace to prevent the spread of extremist and terrorism planning.
And the worst part is, that overreaching censorship won't do a damn thing about the radicals already within their borders and coming over them every single day. So maybe, just maybe, politicians in the UK like Theresa May need to rethink their priorities and stop censoring free speech and start focusing on issues that those they're censoring are talking about, like radical Islam and unchecked mass immigration. It's so frustrating that they are simultaneously censoring this while failing to solve the problem about it. So anyways, I'm just gonna end that video there, and thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.